And now for the video I have all been waiting for, the Comic-Con haul. I'm going to tell you now, Comic-Con is like the one thing everyone has to visit. Yes, I understand some of my friends out there are like, oh, Heroes Con is the best Comic-Con. And yes, I agree with you to a point that HeroCon is the best comic book convention out there. Correct. But there is nothing out there quite like Comic-Con. It is 135,000 people inside a convention center the size of the Empire State Building, and it's absolute madness. I loved it. I loved every single bit of it. I did not get to accomplish everything I wanted to during the con, but I still went to the con. I mean, that's just big in itself. There are people from literally around the world that plan vacations. They save for years just to attend 1 or 2 days at Comic-Con, and I was there for 3 days. I was lucky this year. I was very fortunate that I was able to go this year. So let me show you what I picked up at San Diego Comic-Con, because it was very Transformer centric. So let me first show you the first non-Transformer theme that I purchased, and that is this Pop Kill from Michelle Diaz. This is the glow-in-the-dark, not foil, that's the crazy thing, not the glow-in-the-dark foil. This is the glow-in-the-dark metal cover for Pop Kill by Michelle Diaz. It is absolutely gorgeous right here in person. Now, I was supposed to get a signature for it, and I left it at the hotel. So when I talked to Lawrence, my friend over there at Comic Capsule, he's like, yeah, go talk to Michelle Diaz. She'll sign it for you. I on the last day, I left it at the hotel. But hopefully I'll be able to meet Michelle Diaz again in the future and get this signed. This is actually very special, because this is actually Comic Capsule's very first exclusive comic right here. So I'm very lucky to be able to pick this up right here. Right here, I feel like I can see it in the back of that Comic Capsule. Sponsored by Comic Capsule. Okay, not really sponsored by Comic Capsule, but you know what I mean. This one right here, Michelle Diaz's Pop Kill, not Kill Pop, Pop Kill. And I don't know if it's like number 1 or number 5 or something. It's a Michelle Diaz cover. That's all I care about, and it's from Comic Capsule. So in the black Comic Capsule too. It's pretty solid. All right, that is the only non-Transformer thing I'm about to show you guys today. So let's go ahead and move on to all the other stuff. Transformers. Oh, look at that. So this is from Symbiote Studios. This is a Ravage plushie right here. Extremely cute little thing. There's this little magnet right here, so if you want to hang it on something, you know, you can just hold them up like that. It's just very strong magnet. It's very strong magnet. But oh, look at that killer Ravage. See, the Decepticon. This is an officially licensed item right here. It's officially licensed, okay? None of that third-party stuff. This is officially licensed from Symbiote. Symbiote. Let me know down below how you guys pronounce that word. I say Symbiote. But yeah, cute little Ravage right here. All right, go ahead and put that guy away. Now, I asked my boys over at the C-List Villains podcast, my boy Red and Mike, I asked them, hey, do me a favor, you guys are at the con, look for some Transformer blanks for me. Preferably image, preferably a round cover, okay? So I ended up finding a couple of these image ones right here. I think I got the same ones. They were all like Transformers number 15. And of course I wanted to get these, you know, remarked or signed or something along those lines. But I wanted to have a stack of blanks for artists to kind of mess around with. Red was like, hey, I got you. I found some. Great, awesome. He found me a bunch of Transformer blanks. A bunch. A bunch. Yes, that says 20. These were all $20 a piece. So I owe Red a lot of money. But he's like, don't worry about it. We'll figure something out. So I'm going to pay you back, Red. I promise. Just, I wasn't expecting 6. Yeah, he got me 6. I owe him a lot of money. But It's all right. My friend went ahead and did something for me, and it was very kind, very nice of him to do that. But see, here's the cool thing. All right, some of these are Transformer Spotlight. So in this case, Thundercracker. And if you're reading the IDW, not the IDW, right? The image run right now, there's a special something going on with Thundercracker. And guess what? I got 2 of them. So right now, I have some plans for it. I'm just not sure exactly what plans I have for it, but I have plans for these 2. I also have another couple of Robots in Disguise and More Than Meets the Eye bucks right here in my hand. This one's number 17 of the IDW More Than Meets the Eye Transformer run. This is another blank right here. And I got 2 of the IDW Dark Cybertron Prelude. These are 2 number 18s right here. And they are 2 different runs. The IDW run did end up splitting up into Robots in Disguise and More Than Meets the Eye. It's kind of like, you know, one side over here and then one side over there. And I'm not talking about like Decepticons or Autobots. It's just 2 different stories that ended up splitting. So, and it is something I do want to read because there's something that happened in these runs right here that got me really, really interested. One of the reasons why I have that Devastator back there, and I've shown you guys that right there, and one of the reasons is because of that right there. And then I have a couple of other ones. This is Transformers Regeneration 1, IDW number 92. That is a blank right there with look at that Hot Rod for all you Hot Rod fans right there. There's Hot Rod right there. Rodimus. I haven't read it yet, so I'm not 100% sure. But we got some Hot Rod Rodimus action right there. And then Prime Beast Hunters number 1. This is a con edition. This is from Transformers Prime. This is the 2013 edition right here. Now, in my opinion, Transformers Prime is probably the 2nd best Transformers cartoon. Nothing's gonna be one. Doesn't matter. Yes, there was some weird things that happened with the coloring on some of those episodes, but nonetheless, G1 sets the precedence. But if you were interested in watching a Transformers show that's got some really good writing, really good art, Transformers Prime is the one that you want to get into. This is the Beast Hunters one. This is the Beast Hunters version. So like towards the end of the season, it kind of shifted into this Beast Hunters run right here. Now it's still super fun. Still really, really good episodes. Like Transformers Prime is really like my 2nd favorite cartoon of the Transformers. I absolutely love that one right there, and definitely one to watch, you guys. And that came out like within the last 10 years, I want to say, like 2013. Okay, a little bit longer than 10 years ago. Phenomenal show. Absolutely phenomenal. So I came home with a bunch of blanks. I have a bunch of ideas for that. As you guys know, I do like to collect blanks to send them over to like up and coming emerging artists and get them to do stuff for me, you know? And I'm excited to see what some of the artists can come up with those. All right. Next up, friend of the show. I will say, I can say this. Friend of the show, my friend, my good friend. John Boy Meyers right here. This is Transformers number 7. I knew what number it was. Don't look at me like that. But this is Transformers number 7 right here. This is the John Boy Meyers exclusive. Look at that. Look at that fancy John Boy Meyers signature right there. And look, there is a certificate of authenticity right there. Certificate of authenticity. And it's got some foily goodness on that certificate of authenticity too. Authenticity. Right there. So this is a legit one. And if you're not following me on Instagram, you better, because I have a picture of John Boy and I just like, hey, what's up? Because John Boy is my boy, 100%. Now, there's a cool little story behind this one right here. This is Transformers number 1, 10th print, but this is by artist Peter Smith, all right? Now, what was cool about this is this. I went ahead and visited his booth in Artist Alley, and honestly, I did a favor for Comic Capsule. I did me a favor, drop this off, and I dropped him off. He absolutely loves Comic Capsule, 100%. And yes, I do talk about Comic Capsule, not just because they are sponsored, but because I truly believe in that product. I really, really believe in the Comic Capsule product. I really do. all of my posts with my comics on my Instagram are in comic capsules because I truly believe in it. So obviously Peter did too, because he ended up getting a, I think a pack of 10. And he's like, thank you so much for delivering these for me. Do me a favor, go ahead and choose a comic. And I'm like, oh, I can't do that, Peter. He's like, no, please do. You're doing me a favor. So I picked this one. I was like, oh, well, if you have a Transformer comic, he's like, actually, I do. So I got Peter, Peter gave this to me and he's like, you know what, let me go ahead and sign it. So at the con, he went ahead and signed it right there. Absolute delight to speak with too. Peter Smith actually worked for Disney also and has done some work over at Disney, did some of the animation, I believe. And he's a really cool guy to talk to. It was super busy and I didn't want to bother him, but he took the time to just talk to me about Comic Capsule, and he took the time to talk to me about Transformers. It was such a good experience with him. So if you guys ever see Peter Smith at any of the cons, do him a favor, do us a favor in the community, pick up some of his stuff. We definitely want this community to grow in one way or another, and this is a great way to do it by picking up one of these covers by these artists. And this was really, really, really dope. I was like, oh man, you didn't have to do that. And then this, now talking about blanks, this isn't a Transformer blank, and I sort of messed up on this one because every time I saw a friend, I was like, I need you to sign this book. I need you to sign this book. So I brought this Nocterra #1, and there's no meaning behind this Nocterra #1 blank other than I have a blank and I want my friends to sign it. So I got my friends Mike, Evil Fett right there. I got my boy Victor. So I got my friends to sign it, and it was really cool. So there's Red, he did his sketch right there. There's Victor, he did that right there. Mike, Evil Fett did that right there. And then my boy, I saw Walden Wong, who is an inker for Marvel, walking around the con, just walking around. I'm like, what are you doing here? He's like, oh, snap, you're here too. And I was so happy to see Walden. Such a good guy. I've had dinner with him. I've talked to him at cons. He was super, super fun to just chill and talk to. And he's like, I was like, Walden, I need you to sign this. And I just wanted his signature, but he's like, no, can I draw something? I'm like, yeah, if you want, I don't want to rush. He's like, no worries. So he did me like a quick little Spider-Man remark right there behind Red's sketch of something. That's probably Red right there. And then, of course, my boy Paul in the 619, my boy Paul over there, he went ahead and signed that right there. I saw a bunch of other friends there too from the community, and I really should have paid more attention to this right here. Just, oh my God, you're here, sign this. But I got who I can, and if you didn't get on there, if I saw you at the con and you're not on that, please forgive me. Absent-minded AF. That's how this brain is sometimes, So I'm really sorry, but definitely I want you guys, if I ever see you at a con, you guys, I want you guys to sign that specific book right there, just to remind me of who my friends are out there at the conventions having a good time. And then this is something that you guys have already seen. I brought this over to Heroes Con back in 2025, and I got all of these remarks and all these sketches from, and it eventually ended up being female artists, Asian artists, and I was like, and it wasn't planned out like that. It just so happened that, oh my goodness, I love your art. Would you mind doing this for me? And all these women went ahead and did sketches for me at Heroes Con. Even Rose Besh did this up for me. I was like, I gotta get Rose Besh on here, This is Ro Higashi. Let me see who else. This is I want to say that this is Sushi right here, and then this is oh my goodness, I forgot her name. She's got her own book. Her book is called Fiend. I feel bad. She's a phenomenal artist, and she's like, yeah, I can go ahead and do it. Well, anyways, at Comic-Con, I ended up seeing Joyce Chen. I was like, Joyce, would you mind adding to this? And I told her exactly what it was. And she's like, wait a minute, that's all female Asian artists. I was like, yeah, and I need you on there. She's like, oh, for sure. No, I'm doing this. What character? I was like, Jetfire. I showed her like a reference. She's like, oh, I can do that. It's sharp lines and whatnot. She's like, give me 20 minutes. I loved it. A lot of the artists like, oh, give me 20 minutes. So give her 20 minutes, and she gave me that right there. So I was so happy. I was hoping that I'd be able to do more, but my brain was just so in the moment over there at Comic-Con. It was just really hard to really remember every single thing. I'm trying to vlog, I'm trying to get artists to sign stuff, getting my friends to sign stuff, picking up some Transformers. It was just all over the place. So I got what I could with what I had, and hopefully in the future I'll be able to add more to that one right there. That one's it's pretty special to me. If you guys didn't see the unboxing for this one, go watch the unboxing for this one right here. Because me and Lawrence from the Comic Capsule, we went ahead and unboxed this live. But ended up getting the PSA Energon Universe mystery box, and each one of these boxes came with only one did I say PGA or PSX? Hold on, PSA, not PGA. PSA mystery box, and if you guys didn't see me unbox it, Lawrence and I, we purchased, he purchased two, I purchased one, and we unboxed it together. So this is what I ended up getting. This is another non-Transformer related, but in a way it is because it's Energon Universe. But this is the G.I. Joe number 22. This is the SDCC PSA exclusive blind box by Torrin Clark. This is the Virgin variant, coming back at a 9.8. I ended up getting that. Look at that Baroness right there. There's sexiness right there. It's Baroness. Ooh la la. And you know what? There's Destro too, but look, there's Baroness right there. And I think he did a really good job with Baroness. This cover looks pretty phenomenal. I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoy how this cover turned out from Torrin Clark. So fantastic work. These PSA grades, you guys, these graded, they're hefty. These are hefty. You're trying to protect your comic book from a tsunami, this is the way to go, because the PSA was like, no, we're gonna protect all of your guys' stuff. And I think they did a great job with this one right here. I do wish for the price point that either more stuff came with it, or maybe just a little higher tier comic itself, but it's okay. The fun thing was that I picked it up hoping that it was gonna go one of their sketch covers, and I did it, but it's all right. And the final thing, this is the one thing I do want to show you guys. I wasn't even sure if I was gonna get it. I even made a video about it. I was like, I'm not sure if I'm gonna get that right there, but I said, screw it, I'm gonna get it anyway. So this is the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive from the Hasbro booth. This is a, this is ridiculous what it is. This is the Transformers. This is Optimus Prime and Jazz in here in a cereal box. As you can see, like, this is a full of Energon right there. It looks like a cereal box, and on the side right here, it's got I was reading these last night. It's got nutrition facts here on the side. Serving size: 1 heroic Autobot combo pack. Servings per container: 1 collector's dream. That's exactly what it says right there. And then, like, the ingredients is super funny. Leadership alloy, stabilized matrix, glucose, cyber vitamin, cyber fiber, all this other like ridiculous things right here. Ingredients is 1 deluxe class Optimus Prime with retro details and crisp deco. So in here is a retro style Optimus with a trailer, and on the side it says Transformers, similar to what it says right. Not gonna lie, the trailer is kind of ugly, and I've told people, like, I don't think the trailer's like that good like you, but I kind of wanted this. This is one of those things where, like, me, Optimus's biggest fan, I was like, I need this in my life. I don't know why. I just needed to walk out of the con with something that had to do with Optimus, and I did. I went to the Hasbro booth. And it was cool because I just walked right up to the Hasbro booth. There was no line, and unfortunately, by the time I decided to purchase something, they had already sold out of the blaster. They had like the gem crossover colors on it, and it was pretty cool, but not something I really wanted. Eventually, like, I guess a bunch of my friends were like, hey, give me the blaster if you can, and I found out it's because, like, online they were selling for like 3-4 times more than what it's really worth. Plus, on top of that, they're gonna sell it like on their store later on. So I was like, I'm not gonna rush to get that. But I really wanted to walk out with this one right here. I just had to. It's absolutely ridiculous. This is a big ass box too. I think the box is like a good 20 inches long. Or yeah, 20 inches long, because I ended up buying like a second carry-on bag for to put this in. Actually, okay, I lied. I got 2. I got 2 of these. I needed these in my life, not gonna lie. So I got 2, the whole one to open and one to keep in a box thing. Or I might sell it. I don't know. I'll figure out what I'm gonna do. I don't have room for 2 of those, so one of those probably does have to go. So pick that up, and that actually was my happy purchase. I was like, okay, I'm kind of happy I purchased that. That's actually worth less than some of these other bugs that I ended up having, especially at PSA. See, I'm messing everything up. That PSA bug. That was way cheaper than the PSA bug, you know. But I walked out of the con happy. Happy and sad. Walked out of the con happy because I walked out with that Optimus and I got to see my friends and I got, you know, some artwork done. But sad because there wasn't enough time to do everything. My brain was all over the place. My ADHD brain was all over the place. I was overstimulated. There was so much going on. I had such a good time, you know. The one thing about Comic-Con is that you can never be too prepared for it. You can never over-prepare for Comic-Con. I'm going to tell you that now. You can definitely under-prepare, but you cannot over-prepare for it. I don't know if that makes any sense. Well, basically what I'm saying is, no matter how much you work into putting your schedule together, it's not going to work out. It is literally impossible to do every single thing at that con. It's incredible. Every single day at some of the major booths, there's always something different. Even at the Hasbro booth, you know, one day it was show just the toys that had released, and then the next day is, hey, we just announced this yesterday. Look what it looks like in person. Or, hey, RoboSen went ahead and announced the new Dead Prime. Here's what it looks like in person. Oh, by the way, did you know that we're going to be coming up with a Shred head from the Energon universe? This is what it looks like in person. Like, it was super cool because every day was something completely different. And even at the Hasbro booth, I had, you know, met some other Transformer content creators, and I was like, oh yeah, I know you. And I'm not gonna lie, it felt really good because like two of them were like, oh yeah, wait, hold on, I kind of know you too. And I'm like, what the heck? And they made comments as to some of the things that I've done and said on their channel. And I was like, holy crap, you remember that? He goes, yeah, XYZ. And I was like, it was Toys R Us. Toys R Us, R-U-S-S. He's a big time Transformer content creator. And you know, for him to say, oh yeah, you were in my chat, you were talking about this and talking about, yeah, well, you and I were talking back and forth. And I was like, oh my God, Toys R Us remembers me, you know, things like that. There was just a lot of people that I ended up seeing at the Hasbro booth. And I ended up winning a $75 gift certificate at the Hasbro booth also, which was super, super dope. And I purchased, there was something that I saw that I had. There's one of those things where you're like, crap, okay, I have the money to get it. So I went ahead and purchased something. It's on its way, and it should be in here pretty soon. And of course, when it comes in, I'm gonna do a total like epic unboxing of that thing. All right, I don't want to waste too much of your guys' time. I just want to say thank you guys so much for coming by, checking out this video right here. And keep an eye out on the channel because the vlog video is going to be coming out. And I have something special set up for that one. This year I didn't just do a vlog. This year I had a mission, and I want you guys to take a look and see what that mission is. Make sure to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell. That way you get notified anytime I drop any one of these new videos. It's really late. I better go to bed. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.